The war in Ukraine intensifying overnight as a barrage of nearly 100 Russian missiles struck several regions across the nation, including the capital city of Kyiv. This is now the highest number of missiles launched in a single day since the start of the full-scale invasion. Kyiv's mayor saying 2 residential buildings were hit while several other missiles were shot down by Ukraine's air defense. All of this coming after Ukraine's President Zelenskyy addressed global leaders at the G20 summit in Bali, Indonesia, condemning Russian President Vladimir Putin's invasion. ABC News foreign correspondent Tom Soufi Burridge joining me now live from Kyiv. So, Tom, we are learning that these residential areas were struck by the new missile attacks. What more do we know about those that were impacted?
Yeah, Kira, we were out just close to the hotel earlier in the afternoon when we started hearing the explosions, loud booms in central Kyiv, and we could hear Ukraine's air defenses working. Ukraine saying that more than 100 Russian cruise missiles were fired at targets across the country. Ukraine claiming it shot down more than 70 of those missiles, and also Russia launching drones specifically targeting, once again, energy infrastructure facilities across this country. We believe 15 energy infrastructure facilities were hit today. And this is the statistic which is most shocking tonight, is that 7 million households, according to Ukrainian officials, not people, households. You've got to times that 7 million by maybe 2 or 3 to get to the number of people who are without power in Ukraine tonight, as Russia systematically targets energy infrastructure and tries, really, I think quite simply, to terrorize the civilian population in this country.
Right, already experiencing cold winter weather, and it's only going to get worse. And these strikes come shortly after Zelenskyy virtually addressed world leaders at the G20 summit, demanding Russia end this war. And, Tom, a member of Zelensky's presidential office putting out on social that the new missile attack was clearly a response to Zelensky's powerful speech, saying, does anyone seriously think that the Kremlin really wants peace? That was the quote. Do you think this is clear retaliation from Moscow?
It quite clearly is, Kira. There's no doubt about that. This is not coincidental. This is Russia hitting back. You know, I watched through President Zelensky's speech, and effectively Zelenskyy mapped out what he described as a peace proposal, effectively. This was a series of conditions like Russia respecting Ukraine's sovereign territorial boundaries, withdrawing Russian troops, respecting the grain deal so that grain can get out of Ukrainian ports and be shipped all around the world. Ukraine, of course, wants proper investigations into the tens of thousands of war crimes perpetrated by Russian soldiers in this country. And only hours after that speech at the G20, Russia launches this barrage of missile strikes, drone strikes across this country. I mean, we went just a few days ago, to a power plant. We can't tell you exactly where in Ukraine, but we saw for ourselves what Russian missiles are doing to power plants in this country, destroying them. And even then, before this latest barrage, we were told by the energy company that the energy grid here in Ukraine was already in a critical state. You know, there were already rolling blackouts in this city and across the country. Tonight, that critical state has got much worse. Kira?
We're going to follow it clearly throughout the week. Tom Soufi Burridge in Kyiv there for us. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.